Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. Waving hand today, we're building a React app with Materialize CSS, a super cool CSS framework that gives you beautiful, ready-to-use components without writing tons of custom CSS. So grab your code editor and let's get started. First, we'll create our React app by installing RS-Pack, naming the project, selecting React and JavaScript, then adding any extra tools needed. After that, navigate to the project folder, install npm, and launch the application by typing npm run dev. Then, install Materialize CSS and material icons. Next, in app.js, add these imports at the top. The CSS file style components using Materialize classes. Materialize also needs JavaScript for some components, like Parallax, navbar, etc. Inside app.js, add this code. Now, let's add a navbar. Go to the Materialize CSS website. In the search bar, type navbar. Pick any navbar you like, copy the code and paste it inside your app component's return statement. Next, let's add a cool parallax effect, where the background moves slower than the text. Search for parallax on the site. Paste it below your navbar. Add width 100% and alt to avoid any warnings in the future. You can change the image to any picture you like. I'll use one from Pexels. Let's add content. Search for grid and choose a simple layout. I'll use a row with 2 columns. Then modify it by adding images from earlier code and update the text. So, this is what it's looking like at the moment. Let's get back to the code and add more content, beginning with another parallax section. Remember to include alt text to prevent any warnings. To create a more captivating visual, we can incorporate a grid layout that works within the parallax effect. Also, change the text to a button and heading. Let's move on to the cards. But first, a grid is required. Pick a grid you like and include it in the code. Now, let's add the cards. Select the card design, and then integrate it into the grid, replacing the existing span element. Alright, let's have a look at what we've got so far. It's an improvement. Let's enhance it further by adding a contact form. We can search for text inputs to find the necessary elements. Don't forget to properly close self-closing tags with a slash. Now, let's refine the form's appearance. First, we'll grab a button from Materialize CSS. Then, we'll remove the disabled input field and replace the last extra input with this button. Alright, let's take a look at how it looks now. To wrap things up, let's get a Materialize CSS footer and integrate it into the code. And of course, there are plenty of other tweaks you might want to consider, like centering elements and adding spacing. You can handle these adjustments on your own, depending on the look you're going for. To ensure this app is entirely complete, define an arrow function handle navclick with parameters e and section, using e.preventDefault to stop default link behavior. Define a constant target with document.getElementById section, then use window.scrollTo to smoothly scroll to target.offsetTop if target exists. Attach it as an event handler to navigation links and ensure target elements have matching ID attributes. You've now built a full React app with Materialize CSS. If this helped, smash that like button, subscribe for more tutorials, and let me know in the comments what framework you want to see next. Happy coding, I'll see you in the next one.